We're now joined by head women's lacrosse coach Shannon Smith to recap the fall of the women's lacrosse program. Coach, just give us your overall thoughts on how the fall went for the Pride women's lacrosse program.
It was an exciting fall, a lot of learning experiences, but it was really fun to watch the team come together as the fall progressed with the 11 freshmen that we have, but the upperclassmen doing a great job at leading them and showing them the ropes of the program. So to us, it was a lot of fun, and we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish this fall.
You just mentioned it, 11 freshmen, but some talented upperclassmen. Can you talk about how great it is to have such a talented upperclassmen group to mesh with what is going to be the future of the program and the faces of the future?
Yeah, it was. We have a talented upper class. April Ionetta, Britton Altamare, Kelsey Gregerson, just to name some of the kids that have been current starters for us since their sophomore year. They did a tremendous job at leading those younger classmen and making them feel comfortable. I think Sam Lennox, Caitlin Ayers, and Abby Wilson, also in that senior class, did a great job as well with helping the freshmen to adjust, in not only on the field but also off the field. And 11 freshmen, a lot of new faces, but it was really fun to get out there on the field and to teach them and to develop them. And we've seen a lot of improvement in over the past month and a half out here on the lacrosse field with them.
Now let's break it down by each tournament. You opened up with the Nick Kyle-Lowry, the annual tournament, wonderful endeavor at Hofstra joins together with the Headstrong Foundation with. Can you talk about, obviously, the tournament itself and just how you thought your team prevailed in those games?
The Kyle-Lowry tournament is a great event for us. We're always really excited each year to hold that. It's a very special to our program, the men's program, Hofstra University, and the Kyle-Lowry family. And I'm just so honored to have brought into the Kyle-Lowry family and to meet them and understand their whole story. It's pretty incredible. And the day was special. We had 15 teams here this year, and then one of the teams was filled with past alumni here of the women's lacrosse team. So it was really fun and really special to have them back, part of the Kyle-Lowry tournament. And overall, it was a great day for us. A lot of growing pains, but I think at the same time we needed that, and we expected that as a coaching staff just because we are so young. But I think our upperclassmen did a great job at smoothing over some of those mistakes that we had and making the younger classmen feel really comfortable out there on the field. We had some tough games against Villanova, Yale, Nyack, and our Headstrong team filled with the alumni. So it was a fun day, great weather, and we were able to improve going into our next tournament.
And then the next tournament, as you just mentioned, the Navy tournament, you played some incredible competition down there. Can you talk about the teams you faced down there and what you thought, how your team did?
Yeah, I think that's the great thing about the fall. I think you want to play the best of the best. It's the only way your team is going to develop and grow moving forward for the season. So when we went down there, we played Boston College, Syracuse, which are both really tough teams from the ACC. And then we also played St. Joseph's and San Diego State, which are both very well-coached teams. And I think for us, we were able to accomplish what we wanted to going into that tournament. Offensively, I think our focus all fall was to really get the offense to gel. We have some new faces down there, but we also have some old faces and learning how to play together. And I think the team did a great job of moving the ball quickly, and that's been a focus for us. Defensively, they've always been really rock solid, so we've kind of just let them go out there and play. Kelsey did a great job in net along with Alexis Green. They're really battling it out with each other, and we were able to transition the ball. So I think things that we've been focusing on all fall, we were able to accomplish during that tournament, and we felt good from it, but nowhere near where we want to be when we start our season or towards the middle of our season. So we still have a lot of improvement, but it was a great starting point for our team.
So the fall ball tournaments ended there, but you did about a week ago host your annual Alumni Day. Great support, hosted in conjunction with the men's lacrosse program. Can you talk about how important that day is for you in the program?
Yeah, I think the alumni are the heart and soul of our program. We wouldn't be where we are today without them, and it was so great to get some old faces back in here and people who haven't been back in a long time, and just meet the current players on the team to be able to step out on this field again and play in front of their kids and their family. We had a wide range of graduation years that came back, but it was a really exciting and a really special day, and we're looking forward to hosting another spring alumni event and then again next year in the fall.
Obviously, this team has some very known quantities of star power. Can you talk about maybe who in the fall might have surprised you a little bit, of newcomers or returning players who are not amongst the the top players from previous seasons?
Yeah, like you said, we do have a really strong group of players coming back. The known names on our team, but I think we also had a lot of players step up this year. Morgan Knox did a tremendous job on the offensive end, along with Tiana Perella. So that was really exciting to watch the two of them. I feel like they had 1 year of a freshman year underneath their belts, and they came back much more confident in their sophomore year. So we're really excited to keep working with them and watching them grow over these next couple of months into our season. I think we had a lot of freshmen who stepped up. Carly Ancona and Amanda Seacamp did a great job in the midfield. They weren't intimidated at all. They dodged hard. They were able to be aggressive on the defensive end and run the midfield hard. And it was really exciting to watch Grayson Corbett step up on the defensive end and really mold down there, because there's a very experienced defensive unit down there with Kelsey Gregerson and Shelby and Abby Wilson and April Ionetta. So I think Grayson was able to fit in pretty well. So we're really excited. The team really gelled, especially with, a third of our team being the freshman class. It was fun to watch them gel over these past 2 months.
Obviously, as we just talked about the star power in this team, pretty much a 3-person star power. You got Britton Altamari, April Ionetta, Kelsey Gregerson. Can you talk about their development this fall and what we should look for from them come their senior campaigns?
Personally, for me, it's been really fun to watch them. I started coaching them here when they were sophomores, and the way they developed over these past 2 years and now entering their senior year, it's going to be really fun. And I think they're really determined not only to go out big in their senior year, but also to make it the best senior year that they possibly can together. And I think Britton has done a great job at broadening her game out there in the field. She's become a tremendous threat from all over the place, and not just being a threat on the crease. I think she's really become a threat all over on the offensive end, which is really exciting. April Ionetta has gotten even better down there on the defensive end, and she's one of those players that's very savvy, and if you ask her to do something, April's going to go and do it for you. So, if we need a big play, April's going to make it, and it's been fun to watch her play in the fall. When we want a goal, April's going to go down there and score a goal. You can just see it in her body language when she's out there on the field. And Kelsey, she's been doing great in the net. I think she's come out hard, and I think she's really taken ownership of the defense and is really leading them. So that's really fun to watch, and I'm really excited to watch the rest of the senior class as well. I think Abby Wilson, Caitlin Ayers, and Sam Lennox have been doing a great job, along with April, Britton, and Kelsey, of leading this team. And I'm really special senior class. I'm really excited to watch them grow throughout this year.
So fall ball's over. For those who aren't familiar, what happens from now until mid-February when the season opens for the 2015 campaign?
Yep. So right now we're going into our 8-hour week periods where they're just going to be focusing on their strength and conditioning, speed and agility with our strength coach Jimmy, who does an amazing job with the young ladies on the team. And then we're going to be playing 2 hours of lacrosse, and we'll be breaking down the smaller skills that we want to focus on, whether it's shooting, stick work, dodging, defensive footwork. We'll be focusing on that a little bit, and then they're going to go home in the month of December and come back in January, and we'll be back in preseason and working hard every day and getting ready for our first game of the season.
Recently that we released the schedule for the upcoming 2015 season, a really great schedule, 5 teams that advanced the NCAA tournament a season ago. Can you just give us your thoughts overall on the schedule and what made you put together such a schedule that really has some star power in terms of opponents?
I think our coaching staff is really excited for this year and the schedule that we do have. I think it's very important for us to have a very strong non-conference schedule because it prepares us for our conference. Our conference is very tough. It's a battle every game, and you can never take anything for granted in our conference. So having a very strong non-conference schedule will prepare us for our conference games, and we're really excited for it. I think it's a challenge, but I think the young ladies that we have on our team are excited for that challenge and are ready to step up to it.
Well, Coach, thank you today for joining us here on GoHofstra.com, and we'll talk to you again soon.